Take a quick moment to welcome everybody to Ollin Farms and to the comedy show tonight. Mark, together with my wife Kenna, we started Ollin Farms 17 years ago now. I grew up on this farm and had a chance to move back here and started our family. And in 17 years, this is the very first comedy show. Which is exciting. It's always exciting to do new things. And Ollin's actually this Aztec word meaning constant motion or constant change. And that's, we called the farm that because we knew like no 2 days on the farm were ever going to be the same. It's a living, changing ecosystem, and we have to embrace that and engulf it. And it's really came to embrace like the business model too, and even the cultural model. We've seen Longmont change so much over the last 17 years. I mean, I grew up here, I grew up in this house, and it's changed even more since then. But I think it's changed in some really beautiful ways. I think there's a lot of awesome artists here. I think there's a lot of awesome comedians we're going to hear from tonight here. And I think this, and a great support of local agriculture, where even though all the government programs and subsidies and chemicals in our food like has built up the system, like there's this silent underground growing, and it takes community getting out and making an effort to support local farms, support local art, to really make it happen. And I think Boulder County is one of those places, special places, where the stars are aligning and there's some really cool cultural things going on. Is there anybody that's their first time to Ollin Farms today? Nice. That's awesome. Is there anybody this is like more than their 20th time to Ollin Farms today? We got some CSA members in the house. So yeah, we're mainly a produce farm. We have a little store at the front of the farm that's open 6 days a week, at least for another 3 full weeks. And we also have a community support agriculture program where families buy a share of the farm and they come out and get their veggies every week. And besides growing food, like our Ken and I started the farm with a real focus on soil health and getting back to food as medicine, and looking at how can we start fixing our healthcare system and our local economies just through taking care of our soil a lot better, getting the micronutrients we need from the soil, and getting back to kind of food as medicine philosophy. And as it's evolved over time, like I said, it's always a changing process. It engulfs more into an educational farm. We realize that we can't just grow this food. We need to help people understand how to cook with it and how to embrace it and how to eat seasonally. And so we do a lot of farm-to-table dinners in this exact same space. And really, it's become a focus on training that next generation of how are we going to be land stewards, how are we going to be able to restore ecosystems and sequester carbon and provide biodiversity and wildlife habitat, like along the creek that we've been doing. And Canada does youth education classes out here, from preschoolers to middle schoolers or elementary to middle school, and then a lot of those kids go on to do our high school internship program, where every summer we have 12 high schoolers that join the payroll at the end of May, which is, like I always say, it's like the scariest and most beautiful thing that ever happens at the farm. And it totally wouldn't be possible without our daughter Jimena, who's here tonight, that runs the youth our internship program. And the rest of our staff tonight, Armand is here, who's always helping with the farm dinners and our special events. And then, of course, the wonderful Kenna in the back. And I'm going to keep it brief tonight. I get told I look like Robin Williams a lot, especially when I'm smiling. But just not quite as funny as that guy. I love him, but I share his desire to make people happy, and my desire comes from the field. Like, how do I grow the healthiest, most ridiculously tasty tomato possible? And I geek out on that all the time. And hopefully you guys were able to sample some of the veggies from the farm and enjoy that. But I did want to introduce Dara from Kruog Catering, who helped prepare all this wonderful food, and let him introduce him and his wife Margaret, who are here tonight, and say a couple words about what those guys are up to.
Okay, I'm definitely not as tall as Mark. It's okay, I'm Irish, so we're all smaller. My name is Dara, and tonight we came and we did a little bit of catering on the farm, and we did the same thing last week for a different event. And on that event, I just kind of described briefly that the food that we wanted to make on the farm, I wanted to cook simply so that it just kind of reflected the taste of the, natural taste of the vegetables, because they're just so good. And this week, same thing, we just made a lot of different simple recipes so that you could all taste every single individual vegetable. And probably about 95% of the things that we made just came straight from the farm stand. So that's just a little example of everything that they have on offer. Yeah, it's fantastic. So, we've also done some events before with Audrey. We did some brunch, if anybody's been to any of her comedy brunches before. And part of our philosophy is that we really want to just kind of support local enterprise, particularly in the arts. I have a background in the arts, and I'm always really happy to collaborate with people that just put in that extra effort to do something that they don't have to do, and they just want to bring a little bit of joy. And together with the farm and everything that Kenna and Mark are doing, and with the comedy, I just think it's a really great marriage, and I hope everybody really enjoys it. So thank you so much.
One more special thanks to Audrey and Kenna for organizing all this. They had a lot of meetings, a lot of discussion, and Cara catering. And am very happy to introduce our first comedian tonight, Cara. And we'll get the show started. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Gentlemen. Oh my gosh. Hello, Ollin Farms. How's it going? Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was such a delicious dinner. I tried to eat the dessert, and what a delicate crust. Those up front can see I dropped it all over my pants. It did not make it to my mouth. Delicious. How are you guys feeling? Are we feeling good? Full of food. We appreciate the noise. A few off the top things. There is a restroom. Have you guys noticed it? It is very private, yes. Treat it like an airplane bathroom. Don't make a line. We sound better in front of you guys. A few other pieces. Your phones. You guys paid to be here. Leave them down, all right? Silence them, and if you don't, then we might say something because, you guys summoned us to do it. That's how it works. No heckling, which really just means, like, if you have something funny to say, y'all, we run an open mic on the 10th of October. So come share it with us. We would actually love that. Otherwise, just enjoy our jokes. Sit back, relax. You guys are looking beautiful. What an incredible venue we're at. I am from a little farm town in Illinois, kind of like this, like very picturesque. A lot of, white folk. Yeah, the problem is I'm from a town called Wakanda. Wakanda, Illinois. Y'all, it's embarrassing. Black Panther came out and my town was like a moment for tourism. Let's turn it up, right? And my mayor, mind you, a 4'0" man, okay? Took a picture behind his mayor's desk with the Black Panther mask on, which, like, adorable, but not Black Panther, more like Black Kitten. Yes, he was a very small man. Y'all, we have an incredible show for you tonight. We have two comedians that are just touring all over, killing it in Denver. Our first comedian tonight, she teaches a class at Rise because she is the joke mentor. She is a wizard at writing these jokes. Y'all, she's touring all over the country. Put your hands together for Christie Buchele.
All right, I'm not gonna use it, so it's okay. She's like, it's not gonna lower down, you're stuck, and I can't, I would never. Anyways, hi you guys, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Christy. This is absolutely amazing, so good. My family's been in Colorado for a long time. Is there any natives here? Yeah, you guys I forget, like, we had a farm, we had a homestead, like, down in, like, I don't have a joke for this. I don't know why. I'm just, like, having a moment of, like, yes, the land, we're back. But I do remember being able to go to the farm as a kid, and so this, like, experiences like this are, like, so amazing. I almost said the F word, but no, I won't. It was there, and then I was like, pull it back. Okay. I am excited to do this, you guys. I did my laundry for this. Thank you so much. Yes, that is a big deal. Have you guys ever been so far behind on laundry you had to dress up to leave the house? Way past sweatpants day. Way past trying to make your last Halloween costume work for you on a Tuesday. Yesterday I was just like, well, guess I'm wearing a pantsuit to a barbecue. Yeah, I'm running for mayor of Potato Salad. Thank you so much. Yes. That was the most political I get. Politics. I'm so glad we're not in a swing state. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine what a nightmare that would be? You guys are like scared. Like, where are you going? I think I'll be safe. We'll see. No, I'm just so glad. I don't believe in undecided voters at this time. I do not think that they're undecided. I do think they're lonely. They're like, I don't know, call me tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. Maybe check in with me later. Oh, no, please check back. I don't know. So anyways, call your grandma. Let her decide. Help her decide. So it has been tricky this political times, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. Trying to find something to talk to with a family member on the opposite side is just like really tricky. You're like, please, for the love of God, what do we talk about at Christmas? And it's tricky. I remember one time my dad posted on Facebook, he said, don't come crying to me when you pass out from CO2 inhalation from wearing your mask too long. Science. That's why we need places like this. Science. No, I got excited. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, Dad. I've been trying to talk to you about global warming for so long. I'm excited you brought it up. I do. I think it's getting better, though. My dad has, he's gone a little off the grid. He bought a piece of land where he's building a home off grid in southern Colorado where the Democrats can't find him. Perfect. And he's happy down there. But it's so cute to hear him talk about it because he's just like, Christy, you got to come see the house. It's completely sustainable. We grow our own food. We have well water. We have solar power. It's energy efficient. And it's just like, have you ever had somebody go so far red they go green? You're like, what? How'd you do that? I always want to be like, I don't know if you know this, Dad, but actually if you go right 3 times, you're going left now, dude. You are back. That's it. Politics is over. I did it early so that it was like, if you ruin it, you can pull out. You can, Top Gun Maverick this. Anyways, no, I was fighting all day with my boyfriend. I feel a little frazzled because I would like to move in together, and he says we should not move in together because we have 3 cats between the 2 of us, and also because he doesn't want to, but it's mostly the 3 cats thing, and it's like, fine, I'll just keep pushing. Like, he doesn't realize, like, I've already made way more plans than moving in together. I decided tonight we're getting married here. He doesn't even know that yet. I put a deposit down. June 1st, 2025. Get ready. He doesn't need to know yet. But, no. But wouldn't it be cute? Okay, fine. Anyways, no, I do get the 3 cat thing, though. That is too many cats for a 1 bedroom. I get it. But I've just been putting those cats out, and nobody's come to eat it, so I don't know what else to do. No, I'm kidding. No, but recently my boyfriend's cat did die, which was really sad, but also I was like, ooh, looks like there's room. And then I came into my boyfriend's apartment 48 hours after the cat had died, and this guy had gotten another cat. I know. I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna have to kill another cat. This sucks. This is awful. The new one's named Chippy. She's a stray. She's not gonna be easy to take out. She eats trash. It's intimidating. What are you saying? You don't have to kill? What somebody said? You just said you don't have to kill the cat. To move in? To eat it. Oh, got it. Yes. I don't know what to do with that. I will think about it later when I'm trying to sleep. I'll be like, she wanted me to cannibalize, get it? Okay. Anyways, I'm so good at crowd work. Okay. I just pound myself on the back. Okay. What else? Oh, my boyfriend, again, I was talking about him. We have been together, a year and a half, and I don't even know how I did it, like, to have such like a good relationship, because my parents have a terrible, they have kind of a terrible example. Like, my parents are the kind of divorce, like 30 years later, they're still using each other like as a diss. you know? Like the other day, my mom's like, your new boyfriend is acting just like your father. I was like, oh, okay, so you'd sleep with him, right? You get it? You get it then, right? Okay. Oh. My boyfriend is, he's an old skateboarder. Has anybody seen one of these gnarly relics around? It's rare. They don't live that long in the wild. He's 32. We almost never see it. It's crazy. If you haven't seen an old skateboarder out and about, you gotta meet them. They're sweet people. They have the heart of a child, the mind of a teenage boy, and the body of a pedestrian hit-and-run victim. They have hurt themselves. They have metal in their body. I realized recently that, like, I didn't realize they were, like, such elite athletes, you know? Like, they have such a small window of time for their career because they peak and they get really good at skateboarding and then they fall off their parents' insurance and it's just like, they can't do it anymore, you know? It's wild. I do feel bad though, because we both, I identify as a comedian, he identifies as a skateboarder, and we'll identify that way till the day that we die, you know, or the day that I get canceled, right? Then I'll just go alt-right, and they'll be like, get over here, baby Roseanne, and I'll just, okay, you hated it. Anyways, but no, he'll be a skateboarder forever, and he still like goes to the skate park. Which is weird, because I can hear his knees. I know he's not doing anything over there. That's actually my best tip. If you're not finding a man in Denver, listen for the knees. Listen for the knees, okay? Because he stands up every morning and he's just like, he's like, I just gotta pick somebody. I can't be taking girls on hikes anymore. I just gotta pick one who's close. So that's what you need to do. Listen for that, but no, my boyfriend still goes. I imagine him just standing there, you know, being like, do you want to know how I got these scars? Like, I don't know what he's doing at the skate park. Just holding cameras for younger skateboarders, probably. I don't know. I imagine him just standing there with his skateboard like it's an old dog you take to its favorite places on its last day. You know? He used to be able to do so many tricks. You have no idea. He was way better than that, yeah. One person. I only need one, honestly. It's fine. So that's good. No, I'm just here if you meet an old skateboarder and he looks a little lost, they usually are. Sometimes they're just standing on top of a staircase. They don't remember how to go down. You know, they don't remember the movements if they can't grind the rail. And just go up to him and be like, hey, buddy, tell me about your construction job. And he'll just light up. He'll be like, thank you so much for asking. Oh my God, it is HVAC. I don't know what that is. It's usually HVAC. It's just like a direct Illuminati scumbag pipeline. Just half pipe to heat pump direct. I do this joke quite often, and there's always a dude in the front that's just like, shut up! When I found heating and cooling, it turned my life around a full 720, okay? So just shut up. Great. I do teach comedy now. As Cara said, I teach comedy because it's just my dream to help men find their voice. So it's been just something I thought about. I thought, hey, help them out. They're struggling. No, I do have to do that a lot. But people take a comedy class for so many reasons I had not anticipated. You know, like a lot of times I thought I got asked at the beginning of our class, like, why'd you take the class? And to be funny almost never comes up. It's wild. You know, they always have some weird reason. They're like, I just got a divorce and I would just want to show Sheila. And I'm like, okay, great. Let's show her, you know? Somebody's always like, yeah, my therapist recommended it. How out of ideas does your therapist need to be? To be like, do you know what you should do? You should get on stage late at night, drink too much, don't get enough sleep, let strangers judge you. That's so good for your brain. That's insane. And then every week when they don't come to class, it's like, it's terrifying for me. I'm just like, oh no, well, they jumped. Like, I think that's what happens. It's a lot of pressure, but recently, my favorite student ever, he was an adult man named Mitch. And he was a magician. I didn't know all of those things went together. But he does magic, and he wanted to make his act a little funnier. And I was like, cool, yeah, I can help you with that. That sounds great. Tell me about your act. And he's like, oh, well, here's the thing. It's kind of weird. My main demographic, my main venue is funerals. That was my reaction as well. I was like, you do funeral magic? Those two words don't go together. Not in any order. Nobody's ever even said that was a magic funeral. That's never happened. What are you talking about? And he's like, well, I didn't plan on it, but I did one, and the word spread. And I'm just like, by who, Mitch? The ghosts? What are you talking about? I didn't know how to help him. And then recently, I went to a funeral, and everybody was sad, and everyone was singing, and I was sitting there the whole time, and I was just like, this is a bummer. This would be a lot more fun with some magic. He's right. This sucks. Let's pull some rabbits out of that casket, you know? Then I got all sorts of inspired, you guys. I started developing a trick where he goes, do you need a Kleenex? And then it's just like, out of his wrist all around the room. It goes forever. Not that one. Okay, cool. Another one that we were planning. Another one. It's a little extra, the next one, but it is a graveside service. It's absolutely special. He saws the coffin in half, and then he pulls it apart and yells, abracadabra, and everybody, they just forget someone died. They love it. They're like, do it again. He's like, okay, but it's fourths isn't really a way, but to do it. But no, his signature trick that he loves to do is he'll go up to the most, the most bereaved person, and go up to him and he'll be like, I'm so sorry that your dad is dead, but is this your card? And they're always like, no, that's not my card. And he's like, I know. Why don't you check the front pocket of Daddy's blazer? And everybody loves it, and it's so good. Anyways, I don't have merch, but if you do want a card for Mitch, I do get 10% commission after the show. If you're looking to lighten up your funeral, we're here for you, so that's great. I was talking about maybe getting married here. I'm thinking about it. I already I sent the save the dates before I got on stage. Informal, it was the digital version, but they'll get them later when we find a good printer. But it is really tough to get my boyfriend to think about the future. I think just when you date a straight man, just trying to get him to be healthy is like, it makes you feel like that dad that runs marathons while he pushes his son in a wheelchair. That's like how you feel. You're like, I just want him to have a full life. That's how you feel the whole time. It's true. You guys are scared to laugh for some reason, but it's the truest thing I've ever written. He's just like, oh, you're always thinking about the future. And I'm like, I don't care what we do in the future. I just want you to be here in the future. You could just take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And then I realized recently, like, men do not change for their partners. He's always like, I won't change for you. And I'm like, that's clear. That is very clear. But then a lot of my comedian friends will have a child. And then all of a sudden they're like, when I had my son, I knew I had to get it together. I knew I had to get healthy. And I just think we're not giving women who trap men with babies enough credit. We're just not. They're doing work to keep people healthy and safe. They're not doing. It's so. I just don't want him to. I don't think he's going to be able to vape in a baby's face. That's all I'm saying. I think it'll be harder for him to vape in a baby's face. And we're not that far off from me finding myself in the bathroom, just losing my mind, poking a hole in a condom, just like, this is for your heart health. I think we're close. Yeah. Is that the first light? Okay, cool. Thank you. That was fun. I like a bit of a beta male, mostly because he would listen and do everything I said. But no, if you don't know what a beta male is, it's just a man. Well, we know what an alpha male is, right? He's always like, men should be men. And he's like, what are you going to do? Hold your girlfriend's purse while she's in the fitting room? And you're like, yeah, that would be so nice, actually. Thank you so much. So a beta male is just supposed to be subservient or something, and that's supposed to be a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. As far as I can tell, actually, a beta male is just a nice man. That's all. That's it. He's like, what can I do to help? And they're like, oh, you're weak. It's like wild. But I love it. They're great people. If you've ever been called a beta male, don't even feel bad, okay? You're sweet. You're not like a beta fish at all. If you put two beta males in a fish tank together, they won't even meet because they'll be too busy looking at their phones. And so they're amazing people. Beta males, they're so good. And I just want to give beta males a shout out because you guys are realizing that actually, men, your time is over. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's time for you guys to step down. And beta males realize that they're letting women come to the forefront. They are conceding with dignity and grace that we have not seen since John McCain. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. That is my favorite joke. If you laughed really hard, we're good friends. No, I do. I love them because a beta male would never talk to me. Oh, I love that. I want a man I have to approach like a spooked horse. You know, just like. Oh, sorry. No, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No. Do you want an Apple? iPhone? Put your number in there. You gotta sneak it. That's the only way. Like, giddy up. That's a saddle. Put my purse in your mouth. Anyways, that one got weird. It's new. We felt it. Did feel it. I did grow up here in Colorado, like I said, and my sister was kind of mean and awful. I don't know if have you guys met Christie Buchele? Don't do it. She's been awful always. Yeah, she used to punch walls in the drywall every time we got the same present for Christmas. You know, she'd lose her mind. Anyone else have a big sister like that? Is anyone a big sister? Get out of my show! No, I'm just kidding. Should have known with the catable. Should have known. I'm trying to miss. No, I'm just kidding. Cannibal? You guys don't even remember. You're like, oh. It was cannibal and it was cat, and I was doing a funny pun from earlier. It's just me and her, but she's getting her money's worth tonight. But my parents had a solution to this problem of my sister not liking that we would get the same present all the time, my parents would get my sister every year. They'd get her the blonde Barbie or the blonde baby doll, and then they would get me the black Barbie or the black baby doll, because it's 1990. Those are the two options. And this is a very white place. I'm not sure how many Targets they had to go to find that black Barbie doll. Probably 17, okay? But they found it, and that's how we did it. And which is fine, but again, this is a very white place, we know. So I did feel weird being a little black girl walking around with a wagon full of beautiful black women. Did I say my joke wrong? Little girl, black. I said black girl earlier. I'm not a black girl. A little white girl with a wagon full of beautiful black women. I'm sorry, I have bruschetta brain. I have no idea. I'm so drunk. Okay. No. It was weird being a little white girl with a wagon full of beautiful black women. Okay. There's the joke. Okay. Everyone's always coming up to me. They're just like, "Oh, is that your baby?" And it's like, obviously not. I'm the nanny. Open your mind. Okay. I'd be playing with a doll. They're like, "Oh, are you getting your doll all pretty?" Not really. It's not really a complete look because I'm not allowed to touch her hair. So this isn't fun, actually. You guys let your white guilt ruin that very good joke. I promise it was good. So. I do remember, it's been crazy. During the COVID, I had to teach a pod of first graders. I'll leave you guys with this. I had to teach a pod of first graders. So it was really I never hung out with little kids like that often, and it really takes you back to your own childhood, and it made me realize kids play exactly like their home life is, because these kids would play house every day, and they're like, "I'm gonna put my baby down and make dinner for my husband," which was very heteronormative and boring, but they'll live, they'll learn, okay? They don't know you're gonna need a throuple to pay a mortgage in the future. They don't know about that. But then I thought, oh man, that was not how I was playing, and that was probably raising some flags for people, because when I played house, it was always a little bit more like, "Do you even love me or not? Do you? What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you gonna call? Oh, the cops? Call the cops. I don't even care. I was already gonna call them. You're doing me a favor. Oh, you're gonna take your keys. You're gonna get on your little motorcycle, go to your mommy's house, sleep on the couch. Good. Stay there. We don't need you. I can raise these 9 black children all by myself." Anyways, so that's my say, you guys. Enjoy. Everybody else, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, your next performer, he's ripping it up in Denver. Put your hands together for Joshua Emerson.
That's my time, everybody. Thank you. Hey, give it up for Cara, everybody. I also have terrifying nightmares of erections. You know what I mean? So it's nice to know I'm not alone in that. You know? Actually, since I turned 30, the real nightmare has been the lack of erection. Am I right, brother? Thanks for not leaving me hanging on that. That would have been tough. You know what I mean? The first time I got erectile dysfunction, I wanted to kill myself. All right, whatever. We're moving on. I like it here, man. It smells like summer camp. You know, I get manifest destiny now, man. This is beautiful. Okay, I should say I am Native American. Walked back here. Thank you. Yeah, where were you 200 years ago? Connecticut, okay. Yeah, you'd already done the work there, you know what I mean? Feet up, relax, you know what I mean? Pilgrims had done their job. All right. No, being a Native man, I came here after everybody else, and being alone, walking back on a Caucasian person's ranch was terrifying. And then I get here, and a white man brings me a tamale, and I'm like, oh, reverse Thanksgiving. This is beautiful. Pocahontas would be proud. Yeah. I don't know what cult is putting this on, but I'm in, guys. Okay, let's go start a deli in Boulder. All right, I'm ready, man. Let's sing some songs. I don't know, man. I'm very tired right now. I just came from my other job, a little place called Casa Bonita. I know. No, I'm not a diver. Fuck y'all for laughing at that. No, it's fun working at Casa. I'm one of the people that dresses up as the gorilla, which is such a fun way to pay rent. You know what I mean? When I file my taxes, I put gorilla. Every day I pop an edible, but just put that mask on and disassociate. Look for a toddler to chase, like, come here, you little fucker. What's crazy, I've been doing that for years. It's just nice to get finally paid for it, you know what I mean? Yeah, before Casa Bonita, I actually worked at the Denver Zoo. For them, I was an elephant. Okay, come on. My coworker told me the funniest joke. They go, fuck y'all, that's great. No one ever laughs at that part, but that's comedy, baby. I've been in so many shows, okay? I've seen some, whatever. Fuck y'all, that's fun. Some of them are just for you, you know what I mean? Who are we kidding? All of this is just for me. The Denver Zoo, I loved, man. It's kind of beautiful too, you know. I went from the Denver Zoo working with gorillas to Casa Media as a gorilla. That's career advancement. I'm climbing that banana ladder. All right. This time next year, I'm gonna get the coconuts. Okay. I learned a lot of things about animals at the Denver Zoo. This is true when hippopotamuses, when they defecate, they take their tail and they spin it around like a propeller and just fling excrement all over the place. And then they'll look at you and just throw their head back and laugh. Rah, 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 rah. Who knew my ex-girlfriend was a hippopotamus? What is she here? This is also true. When eagles, when they fornicate, when they reproduce, they do it up in midair. They have to stop flapping their wings to do it, which means that while they're doing the act, they're plummeting towards the ground. So hot. That's why eagles finish so early, you know? And that's what I was telling my girlfriend, okay? I'm not premature, I'm patriotic. I don't know. It's a great time to be Native. If any of y'all are thinking about switching sides, you know, start painting with the colors of the wind. Manifest Destiny is at an all-time low. The vaccine for smallpox exists. Now when a white person gives me a blanket, I'm like, cool, free blanket. That didn't used to always be the case. You know? Yeah, thank you. I like that you're on my side, Connecticut. All Everybody else is pulling back, and that's fine, you know. Oh, you can pull back as long as you Venmo me later, okay? I'm sorry, my people's history makes you sad. Makes me sad too. I love being indigenous though, I do. I do indigenous things, I play indigenous Monopoly. It's just regular Monopoly. Except that nobody doesn't own any property. And then I go to roll the dice, I'm like, where'd all these goddamn railroads come from? What do you mean go straight to jail? I love this right now. I'm in it, baby. This is for you, ancestors. No, it's fine. I am Navajo. I was also told to keep it clean, but I really want to tell an ass-eating joke. By round of applause, are you okay with me telling an ass-eating joke? The people demand it! They're just like, anal conolingus! It's all right, little birdies, I'll feed you. If you can work that into conversation on Monday around the water coolers, it's okay, little birdies, I'll feed you. All right, whatever. That's fun. It's just fun to call people little birdies. It's even funner to chew food up and just spit it in their mouth. Okay. Josh, get on track. I'm learning my language. I'm Navajo, I'm Denebazad, as is known. This is true. There's no words in the Navajo language for the phrase, I'm sorry. Who knew my ex-girlfriend was Navajo? Okay, come on. Thanks for the two people applauding. Obviously I need that. You know what I mean? All these ex-girlfriend jokes and the ED stuff earlier or whatever. This is also true. The Navajo word for butthole, it literally translates to the pink skin inside the hole. And that made me proud to be Navajo, okay? Because I come from explorers. Because you don't find out that there's pink skin inside the hole without doing a little bit of digging out there. Yeah. Yeah, they're crossing a different type of Bering Strait. All right. If you don't eat ass, you're a colonizer. All right. And if you do eat ass, you're a colonizer. Am I right, man? Yeah. Absolute dope. I'm gonna give you a high five. All right. Yeah. You earned it. Okay. You look terrified. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's fine. I don't know what you do for a living. You're right. Do you eat ass for a living? Is that where you be like, oh, not at work and at play too. I can't get away from this stuff. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you my favorite part about ass eating, and you can tell me your favorite part. Mine's the tang. That's fine. You don't have to go. I'll go twice. My second favorite part is the bacon bits at the very end. I'm fired, you know? I'm surprised someone hasn't come up and slapped me right now. Keep anal cunnilingus out your fucking mouth! Oh, man. That's fine. I get it. I'll move on. I'll move on. I served 6 years in the United States Marine Corps. Yeah. Thank you. It's actually where I learned how to eat ass. Some things are funny because they're true, you know? I actually joined for the marijuana discounts. 15% off for the rest of my life. I've saved northwards of $2 billion. Right before I went to boot camp, my dad, he's a Marine, he was like, hey, let's watch a movie. I was like, what movie? He was like, Full Metal Jacket. Oh my God. Which is hilarious, all right? I know that doesn't get to, like, that's just fun. That's a real thing that happened to me. I watched Full Metal Jacket where, you know, they have that scene, and then I went to the place where that scene was shot, you know? Isn't that crazy? I'm only going with this guy right now, but he gets it, man. Maybe we should start a podcast, man. All right? Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, just a couple of guys just talking, you know what I mean? Getting well, none of them would be subscribers, but you know, that's fine. I love my dad. He's white. Let's go, huh? Am I right? It's great having a white dad. Oh my gosh, it's the best. You all know. What am I telling you? But having a white dad when you don't look like you have a white dad, best way to have a white dad. Because I definitely have white privilege. It's just a secret. That's between me, him, and the institutions that rule our society, all right? I went to prep school. I studied abroad in Europe, all right? My hair's in a man bun right now because I'm an asshole, all right? Nothing sacred about this. And my dad's so white, he's got good credit, okay? My dad's so white, he has opinions on sunscreen. If that SPF ain't triple digits, you're walking right back into that Walgreens. You understand me? And he's such a weird guy too, man. I remember right before I went off to college, he came in and he sat on the bed next to me. He's like, son, you're going off to college and you're gonna have a roommate. And your roommate might be gay. And they might be into you. And they might offer to give you fellatio. Don't do it. And then he just left the room. Like, what? Yo, did my dad let his gay roommate suck his dick in college? I just tell nobody? Then all of a sudden he's like, no! I can't let you make the mistakes of your father. I don't know. I'm a fat man. I went to a baby shower. They're having baby shower games. One of the baby shower games, you had to guess how large the mother-to-be's belly was by cutting a piece of string. And as a joke, I wrapped the string around my own belly. Joke's on me. I want a humidifier. So I tried to make better decisions. So I went for a hike, but it was a hike in Boulder. Terrible. Just a bunch of wealthy, in-shape Caucasians passing this chubby indigenous man by. I felt like I was trapped in metaphor for the public school system. All right, made me feel like a bad native. Okay, and granted, I buy my sage from Urban Outfitters. I am a bad native. Hurt my feelings. It's fine. It's whatever. I just date women like the last 3 girls that I've dated, they've all been professional bakers. You know what I mean? There's just something about, oh, you know how to make croissants from scratch? Dope, let's get naked. You know? Which is hot. If anybody knows how to laminate butter, laminate my butter. Nah, my mom's crazy too, man. It's crazy. I went to college in Durango, Colorado, a little place called Fort Lewis College. Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. It was a beautiful place. I got my degree in economics, and this is what I do for a living, which economically, poor decision. Not a lot of utility, you know? And not a lot of demand for the supply. All right. The velocity of money is very... Okay, you guys. Like an invisible hand, I want to kill myself. All right. None of this sitting with you? Can I try one more? All right, this is a pickup line. This is an economics pickup line, all right? You guys ready? Hey, girl, you look so good. When I look at you, my indifference curve gets steep. So I went to Fort Lewis, which is in Durango, Colorado. Durango, weird town. They have this festival every year called the Durango Cowboy Poetry Festival. And I don't know what cowboy poetry is. I think it's just poetry you write when you're blacked up, writing about Dodge Rams. But as a part of the festival, they cosplay as cowboys from the 1800s. And then they don't tell anybody about it. So if you're a native that did a lot of edibles in college, that shit is wild. Oh my God. I just kept wanting to jump out and be like, don't shoot! I'm not a part of it. I was walking around with a sign being like, go back to where you came from. Build the wall. Fort Lewis, they have a Native American tuition waiver. And so like a lot of relatives will go to school together. It happened to me. I went to school with my mom. I was 25, she was 45. I would go to her house, she'd cook me dinner, I would smoke her weed. I'd help her cheat on statistics homework. Very sweet thing we had going on. We entered in a business plan competition together. And I don't know if you've ever like tried to design a Frybird house while you're smoking weed with your mom. try it. It's great. Maybe that's only me, but but there's some college experiences you don't want to share with your mother. And I think we all get that. And I was downtown. I was downtown, I was at a bar, I was on a date with a white girl because I like to make my ancestors cry. And I remember feeling guilty because she had like a name like Cheyenne or Dakota. And it just made me feel really disloyal, you know? Also, it doesn't make any sense to me. What if I name my daughter Caucasia? Ugh. I hate that for Caucasia. So I was out on a date with Caucasia, and my mom comes in, she's like, "Oh, son, oh my God, look, Mom, what are you doing?" And then she sees the girl that I'm on a date with, and then she goes quiet. And then she goes to another part of the bar, and I turn to my date, I'm like, "My mom's acting weird." She's like, "That's your mom?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my mom." She's like, "That's crazy. I fucked your mom." Because first of all, no, you didn't. That's my mom. Show her some respect. You made love to her if you did anything at all. All right? Two, I didn't know my mom was gay. Let alone we had the same taste in women. You know? It's nice to know where I get it from. Yeah? It's why wouldn't we get you, man? The real question y'all should be asking yourself is, did I go on and hook up with that white girl? Am I Eskimo brothers with my mothers, huh? By round of applause, you guys think I did? You're goddamn right I did. You know how rare it is to do that outside of Alabama? That's a Pokemon badge, okay? Dapped her up and everything next morning. I don't know, man. Why women are dangerous, man. Gwyneth Paltrow, she has a candle that smells like her vagina. I have 8 of those candles, okay? And when I'm feeling down, I'll light all 8 of them and I'll just sit there and I'll meditate. I call it hotboxing. I'm for sure fired. That's fine. Every time I hook up with a white girl, I like to steal a scrunchie from her house and wear it on my wrist like a scalp. I'll be selling scrunchies after the show. I'm educated and I'm funny. That's it. Very poor. Hi. Are you divorced or recently widowed? Oh, man. Well, if you're divorced or recently widowed, find me after the show. I'm not going to be able to buy a house unless. No, it's fine. Don't find me after the show. I'm very much in love. You can clap. You can stay silent as well. I like how people are. They hated that. That's why. Oh, he's in love? He doesn't deserve it. Oh, guys. Yeah, I love her. We're gonna get married. I bought a ring and everything. It's turquoise because it was cheaper. And what the fuck is she gonna say, right? Oh man, well, we're gonna get married, but we're not gonna have kids because I'm bipolar, she's bipolar. I ain't trying to have no quadpolar babies. Ugh, I hate that. So I've been pulling out a lot, is what I'm saying. Which is, I feel bad because I'm native, you know, and all those little carpet stains are potential relatives, right? Or blood quantum. All right. What I'm saying is when I pull out and finish, I'm still gonna trail with milky tears, you know? She calls it Colonel Custer's last stand. What does that mean? Sorry to tell. Hey, my name's Josh. Give it up for your host, everybody.
Give it up for Josh. He's definitely fired. Oh my gosh, you guys. We made it to the end of the show. You have been such an incredible audience. Before we leave tonight, reminder, there's the bathroom, in case you forgot. No, we have some thanks in order. First of all, let's thank Ollin Farms for hosting us tonight. What an incredible venue! Yeah. Keep it going for Krua, who made this incredible food for us with Ollin Farms delicious food. Amazing. Keep it going for Longmont Public Media, who's recording, taking pictures. You know, you guys can be found online. Very nice. Yep. Round of applause for Longmont Out Loud, LOL, for making this happen tonight. Yeah. Y'all can check out their website. They've got a Sunday Comics, which is a brunch situation on the 20th, I believe, of October. That is right. So check out their website for other events. Otherwise, make some noise for your comedians tonight that you saw. If the comedians are around, come on up. We're going to take a bow. And otherwise, keep it going for yourselves, you guys. Thank you. We love you guys. All right, be safe. Have a great night. It's also Jessica's birthday from the box office. Can we all just make some noise for her birthday? She was born, you guys. Oh yeah. All right, have a great night.